Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Gemini out there. See what kind of love is coming towards all of my Gemini out there during the week of September 15th to the 21st. So without any further ado, let's jump in and see what the cards have to say, shall we? Okay, ooh. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I have to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me what kind of love's going to come towards my Gemini during the week of September 15th to the 21st. Some cards I need to see. Some cards I need to see. Some cards I need to see. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. This is definitely going to be exciting to get into here. Okay, so right off the bat, we got the Ace of Wands. So there's a fire sign individual, a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. Now, here's the thing. There is a lot of sexual energy with this individual, a lot of creative energy as well. And they are sending it to you in boatloads. We got the Eight of Wands here. I mean, it's really coming at you. So, you know, they're really sending you a whole lot of, they got a whole lot of sexual energy, a lot of sexual tension, you know, and they're making it very known that's kind of like how they feel. There's no ambiguity here with this. It's like, wow, this person is like, yo, I want to be with you, and you know, love's cool, but they're like, yo, you know, being blunt, I'm horny. That's pretty much what's going on here. And it's like they are really sexually attracted to you big time. Now, with that being said here, we got the Five of Cups here. And I suspect that what's going on with this individual is they're kind of looking back and regret, like, ooh, you know, man, I shouldn't have put it out there like that. I probably should have been a little bit more diplomatic about it, a little bit more, you know, a little bit more classy about it, pretty much. But you know, it a little late now, right? So I mean, they're just like, you know, they put it out there, and it's like it's really evident that they really want to be with you sexually. And they're sending a lot of emotional energy, and there's a lot of messages being exchanged, like a lot. I mean, it's like really palpitating here. So, with that being said here, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign individual, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And this individual is being very, you know, very methodical in how they're approaching you. They tried to approach you before. I'm getting a sense here. I'm feeling and I'm seeing here that they tried to approach you before, but you got this Four of Cups energy here. It was just like, you know, they were trying to come on to you, trying to let you know they were interested, and you were like, nah, sorry, and they were rejected. So you know they're kind of still hanging around there trying to figure out, okay, you know, when's gonna be the right time for me to maybe make this thing pop off. But they got nowhere with you. This Earth sign individual got nowhere with you fast at all. We got this water sign individual here, this Ace of Cups. It's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now, you know, they're really feeling you a lot. But you got the Ten of Wands here. They feel like it's a burden. They feel burdened by having to, you know, it's pretty much like, again, I get this feel sometimes when individuals, especially with people that are borderline obsessed with an individual, and it's almost like they seem like they're burdened behind the fact that, you know, I'm really digging you, I really like you. Why aren't you noticing me? Why don't you notice that I like you? That type of thing. It's like this frustrating energy of that you should just know that they like you, and that you should, you know, you should give them a chance type of thing here. So I just want to say to that type of thing, just be careful with that. Be careful with that energy. That at times could be kind of unstable because I'm seeing here that that's just like this love thing here. And there's not really much else going on here about this person's long-term commitment, intentions, things of that. It's just like, I love you. You know, I love you. I want to be with you. And there's nothing else really going on here. And when it's not being reciprocal, they kind of get annoyed, almost to the point where, you know, it could become a little dangerous maybe. So just be aware of that. Keep an eye out for that, especially in the climate we live in right now. You know, just something to FYI, okay? And I'll leave it there. And finally here we have a Queen of Swords energy individual, okay, that's in your hemisphere. And they're looking at things very, very logically. You know, cutting right through the chase, very logical. They want to be with you, and they're just kind of going to wait and see how things turn out. But the thing about, from a very logical perspective, this is an air sign individual, okay? So this is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, okay? So that's what's going on in the world of you at the moment. So let's see what kind of strengths are my Geminis going to be working with? What kind of strengths are my Geminis going to be dealing with during the week of September 15th to the 21st? What kind of strengths are my Geminis going to be dealing with during the week of September 15th to the 21st? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Okay. Ooh, fantastic. Okay. Wow, interesting. Okay, so here's the deal. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. So things are starting to really look up for you. That wheel's really turning, moving things in a positive way for you. You know, these are all your strengths, by the way. We got the Three of Wands. So there's some choices here. You got some choices, you know. There's a lot of opportunity out here. Potential connections out here. Got the Five of Cups here. So you were looking back and regret at some point about some things that happened in the past, and you're kind of getting over that. You're coming out of that now. You're not completely out of it, but you're getting there. Okay, you're moving past it. We got the Queen of Wands energy here too. So again, vibrating energy, able to attract things to you. Now this is interesting. We have a couple of interesting things coming up here. So, and this is all pretty much connected to the same thing, probably why you're looking back in regret here. So, at some point, the Devil card here. At some point, there was a very toxic situation that was going on, okay? A toxic connection with someone. And again, this could have been, it could have been a substance abuse situation, alcoholism rather, or it just could have been overall just a really toxic connection with someone. It happens, all right? And you're kind of getting past that. I'm getting the sense here, the Five of Cups, the Devil, and also the Eight of Swords, the feeling of being trapped, being blindsided, being trapped, not being able to really figure a way out of the situation. And finally, we got the Five of Swords. Also, this Five of Wands too. Okay, and so I get this sense here. All right, let me see if I can pop these all together. Okay, so I get the sense there that this is all dealing with the same thing. Okay. The same individual, if you will, okay? The same situation, all right? Again, these all seen as strengths, okay? So you're coming out of this funk, all right? But it's kind of, again, these are seen as strengths, so you're getting past it. You've dealt with this, okay? You've processed this, and you're moving past this. Now, it looks like what's going to possibly help you move past this situation is that there could possibly be, got the Six of Cups here. So there is some kind of something a secret admirer, or a potential love connection from your past. Again, these are all your strengths. You're open to the idea of that, and there may be some validness to that as well, because we got the Seven of Cups here. So you're kind of open. There's some choices out here. You're kind of open towards you're open to a connection here, and like I said, that would probably explain. You're pretty much open here. Probably why the suitors is kind of like such a mixed bag, really. That you're kind of open to it, and you're kind of like coming out of this. Like I said, you're not all the way there yet, but you're getting there. Okay, so these are the strengths that you're dealing with during that particular week. Okay, so what potential things here? What from your past could potentially affect the outcome of this particular situation? What from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? What from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this potential love interest? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Some cards that I need to see. Okay, here we go. Ooh, wow. Can't make this stuff up. First card out of the deck. Boom. So, as I said, what would cause from your past that could cause all of this just to be wiped clean? For you to say just fuck this. I don't want to do it at all. This. You're just healing from a toxic situation. The last thing in the world that you're going to do is get involved with someone else that's going to provide you with another toxic situation. You're not going to want to deal with that at all. That's just not going to happen, no way, shape, or form. Okay? That being said here, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So this Ten of Pentacles here, in the past, maybe you were coming from a situation where there was a financial situation keeping you immersed in this particular situation with this individual, which is kind of like why you kind of dealt with it as long as you did, a particular legacy type situation, something you went for a long term where you were trying to build something. So something similar to that kind of arises, comes up again. You're not just going to just stay with an individual for financial gain or to try to build something. You're looking for something that's going to be solid. And you're kind of looking possibly towards the past, a former connection that you had with someone. In addition here, we got the King of Cups. And so you're looking for an equal give and take. You're looking to be generous, courteous. You were in a situation before where that really wasn't the case. Okay? Now it was the case to a certain extent. Okay? Let me rephrase that. It was the case to a certain extent with the Ten of Pentacles. Like I said, a legacy type situation, family, finances, that sort of thing. But there was a lot of conflict, a lot of tension. You kind of felt trapped. It was very toxic, and you were kind of looking back and regret on it because it was like a very toxic situation. Now we're coming upon the King of Cups here, generous, courteous, etc., etc., etc. It's highly probable, honestly. Excuse me. It's highly probable here that if somebody comes in and like kind of financially generous and stuff like that, that may come off as like a red flag to you. Like, you know what, I'm not going to be, it seems like you're kind of going for a situation where things are a little bit more even killed and grounded this particular time around. So, you're not going to be swayed by nice words and fancy things. You need a little bit more substance this time around because you got caught in the jam last time and kind of got you feeling a little trapped there. So, with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to lay down before I call it. What additional information Spirits want to give to my Geminis? What additional information you have for my Geminis out there? What additional information you have for my Geminis out there? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. Okay, here we go. Interesting. Okay, so fortitude. Okay? Moving forward, keeping a stiff upper back, having the fortitude to move forward. Just keep moving. Not anything getting your way from achieving your goal. So continue to move forward. However, we also got, this is interesting because we got potential here. There's something in this particular situation. One of these potential suitors here, there's a potential here for something more. Okay. Now again, we got the Knight of Pentacles that is trying to push up on you. He or she got rejected outright. We got the Ace of Wands here. Again, a lot of sexual energy, and so forth. Tension was pretty much letting it be known in a roundabout way that he, is really feeling you sexually. And then we got the water sign individual that's kind of feeling a little burdened. I told you be a little bit weary of. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. So again, if I had to take a gander, guess here, it could possibly be the Ace of Wands or the Queen of Swords. Now, the reason I say the Ace of Wands is because a person being sexually attracted to you is not the end of the world. If in your relationship you want there to be some type of sexual attraction, I think more or less is probably the substantive way the individual went about letting that be known that there was some sexual attraction there. And also when we got the Five of Cups, there's a sense of regret for the way that was kind of handled, the way that they presented themselves. So it doesn't mean that they're like a creep. Or like a sexually obsessed, deviant individual. It's kind of like just, they kind of didn't express it properly in the right way. You know what I mean? And there's a sense of regret here. In addition, there's also the Queen of Swords here as well. Could possibly be a potential situation because they're approaching from a very logical perspective. There's no really, so those are only two potential individuals I can see this being, really. Just kind of like putting that out there. Okay, and finally here we have context. Okay, and so context, Spirit wants you to know context. Saying things in terms of context, understanding the deeper meaning behind it. And again, I would gander to say that this Ace of Wands this is specifically talking about that particular situation. Taking what this individual said and how they acted and kind of put things into context here, and it may not have been like, I don't think it was kind of like, they may have been off-putting, but there may have been, this person may have just been kind of nervous or whatever. So kind of put things into context. It was basically what Spirit's trying to say here. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. This is a general love reading. Okay, this may not resonate with everyone. Again, this is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone. Okay, please keep that in mind when you are giving me comments because I do read them. So be nice. All right. In addition, if it did resonate with you, that's great. You get a reading and we can dig in and we can kind of unwrap things, see what we can see, all right? So that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. My name's Adonis. Bye-bye.